Alright, what's up guys? So we're back. So this took me about a week. If you watched my prior video, I was talking about how I was going to redo my game room with what I had. So first and foremost, I'm going to open the door here and show you guys and go over everything. But I want to say to any nitpicky guys that do any drywall or home improvement or work, yes, I know I used to be a maintenance guy. You can still see some of the lines, some of the stuff on the wall here, but to keep in mind, right now I'm renting this place and I was on an agreement, and this has been over 2 years, that the landlords were going to pay for certain products and then I would do the room. And well, that never really came to be. So I used what I had and limited on my money right now because I just recently lost my job due to my situation with my shoulder, which I will be going through surgery soon. I want to say I did the best with what I could. Yes, could I have had more mud and did better on the walls? Absolutely, but I think I did pretty good with what I had. I only had a 2.5 gallon bucket of mud and a little bit of plaster. So give me a break if you're going to critique that. But anyways, let's check out the game room. For everybody that just enjoys video games, we're going to go in here and show you what I've done to this place if you watched it before. So I'm going to switch. Okay. So as you guys can see, a lot has changed. Forgive some of the mess. This isn't permanent. Yes, I don't have carpet in here other than lay down carpet. That was something that was supposedly supposed to happen, never did. But if you guys remember and saw this room, I mean, it was completely all old drywall, lots of cracks, lots of damage. There's a lot of issues all the way around. There's the pipe I was telling you I was going to make the green Mario pipe. But, so, let me move my dog here for a moment. I ended up doing all this wall. Everything was all completely broken. There was no wall there. This looks sunken in because, again, I didn't have the proper wooden 2x4s that I was supposed to have to finish which this used to be like a cutout doorway between the two rooms. And so I did the best with what I could. So, regardless of that, I love the way this actually turned out for a walk-in closet game room. This is a lot of fun. And if you guys saw this before, I'll do a little montage of pictures too. Of what it took. You would be really surprised. So, enough for the room-wise. I'm sure you're here to see the video games. It's kind of a mess right now. I'm still working through everything, but this is how I ended up setting it up. We did it like in a Mario themed blue, and I was going to do the light switches red and the door trim red, but like I said, money was at that point, and they had some old door trim that we had, so I just ended up doing it black. Thought it kind of looked kind of cool. Did Star Wars a little bit here on the back. This is just a little collection I have. And threw up some figures there, and the Star Wars anime poster that I've always loved. It's probably knocked a little sideways now because so many people have been sitting here and having a good time. This was probably about 3 weeks ago when I got done. Got some blueprints of different Star Wars model ships right here that I've always loved and finally wanted to frame. Big Star Wars nerd, always have been, always will be. Something I've enjoyed. Of course, you guys know if you follow me, DBZ. So, I kind of don't like this being games and like DBZ right now, but it is what I got. I got the shelf. I thought the shelf was going to be a little bit bigger. It works for what I got going on right now. Got my NES collection. Got Super Nintendo, N64. Goes on to the Wii. The Switch. And most of my modern consoles are out here, which I'll show on a different video. And got Sega Genesis, Sega CD, Sega Saturn, onto PlayStation, PS2, PS4, PS5 is what I got, all the way down to the original Xbox games, few of those, Xbox 360, all the way to the One Series X kind of stuff. So, I'm trying to get a little radio system in here. Right now, I have this little RCA that's hooked up to this TV right here. So, eventually I want to get something a little bit better, but just looking to see what I can find. Got a little shelf over here for the VHS, some of the other DVDs, some of my strategy guides, threw some amiibos over there. Threw some of the old school BK Dragon Ball Z figures up there. If you guys know anything about that, that was definitely 90s kids. Just a few posters. I am still going to do a Mario wall decal. I got some of my boxes up here to some of my collection. Some really good stuff up here. Some of it, well, most of it's all complete, but some of it I have out and I'm using most of it. You can see all the Genesis minis, the Wii, even got around here in the corner original NES box for the action set. PS5, big old towering box over there, just can't see it with everything. But just threw up some of my posters. Got some of my stuff. Like I said, this is going to be changing as time goes by. The N64 collection as of right now. The Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Saturn, Sega Genesis, Sega CD. Definitely want to get 32X soon. PlayStation. I got an extra Sega CD that I'm cleaning all up and getting ready to put for sale. This is actually the official Sega Saturn arcade stick, the Virtua stick. Use some of these things will be moving. My Game Boy Pocket, original Game Boy. But my plan is to, once I get a better setup on the CRT TV that does more something of this style I like, as a JVC that has RGB and component and S-Video. I want to try to get like a Sony Trinitron or another JVC iArt for over here, because this Toshiba is just, it's not bad, not at all, but it's getting old, and I want to kind of change it up with something a little bit different. So my plan is, once that happens, I have another little multi-port. I finally got a little multi-port like back in the day when I was younger, to just select a different video game, just hit the button, not have to mess with all that. I love that. But plan is to move the PS2 around here, or so I want to get a Sega Master System when I find one for the right price. I can't remember what else. I need to get the Nintendo GameCube, the original Xbox. I'm not sure. There might be a few more. Sega Dreamcast, absolutely. Actually, that's one of my favorite systems. Can't believe I forgot that. Sega Dreamcast up here. So hopefully I have this complete lined up with old consoles. I think it'd be fun. I got a VCR and DVD player, works great, goes through, can hook everything up. Few old figures. I've had these since I was a kid. This is a Zelda from Ocarina of Time back in 1998. This was for sale, I believe. Same thing with, I think that's Jason from Turok 2. Then I got my Doom Remnant from the 2016 Doom bundle. Eivor from Assassin's Creed Valhalla. These are actually working tapes from the Marvel Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Little collection. Put them in the tape player. Does work on this. A few pops, things like that. But how I really like to enjoy this is, oh yeah, I forgot the little Wii over here. Got the Wii stand. Down here's the PS2. Those are the light guns for the PS2. I have a light gun for the PS1, for the Sega Saturn, so we definitely try to enjoy the light gun games. The Zapper for the NES. Family definitely likes to do that. I got the NES Mini, the Sega Genesis Mini, Super NES Mini, the Sega Genesis 2 Mini, and the PlayStation Mini all right here. I just move them, hook them right up to the TV up here, and then I got the Wii connected on the Philips TV over here. One of my favorite posters that my kids loved and we ended up buying was the Kanto Showdown. So, and I moved some of the DBZ stuff over here. It's some of my collection. Forgive some of my extra stuff I'm going to be fixing. Some of these are complete that I might be selling. So there's some stuff that I might be putting up for sale. Here's some of my empty boxes. Some are full. Just a lot of stuff. This is kind of a mess. So this is all going to be organized over time. I'm going to figure out something to do there. I did put, my brother-in-law bought me these awesome posters of the original Mario Bros, Duck Hunt, and Streets of Rage. I want those to be seen a little bit better. But they were a perfect spot there before I moved all the shelves. Got a little magazine collection right there. It has a lot of gaming magazines, different stuff. So if you're sitting in here, this couch does recline. This is an awesome couch. It kind of fit perfect. That's kind of why you see everything's off-centered here, is because of the way the door is with the wall. And I wanted to be primarily, since I'm the one sitting chilling in here, I wanted it right in front of there. I was like, screw freaking trying to be symmetrically perfect. I just want to have fun in here. So, but this couch does recline. It's kind of perfect. You scoot the table up a little bit, you can recline right back. I mean, if I were to pull it more forward, you could actually recline right and like almost sleep in it. Got my little remotes in here, and this is how I like to chill and actually play in here. I got it connected to basically the LED lights here, and I ran them all the way around. Let's turn the lights off so you can enjoy this a little bit better with me. So let me go out here. Yes, one of the switches is wired out here. I normally turn these off. And I just got games running on here for you guys with everything. But normally I just got one. Yeah, I got the Xbox Lite and the PS1 PlayStation Lite. But normally I actually have, you know, just one TV on, and I just sit back. I usually change the LED lights to, let's say, like something similar that I'm playing. Let's see. Sometimes I has a little trouble recognizing it from here, especially when all the TVs are on. But I usually change the lights to something that I'm just playing. And like here we got the red. And I love the red. I don't know if it'll pick up on video, but sometimes the different colors will, like right now it looks green, but it will make the door look black. It will make it look gray, the pipe. It's just pretty cool. So there's a lot of cool things it does with it, and you can make them flash, beat to the music. I ran them all the way around the door frame, they're just top and bottom. So this is really a relax. It's a lot of fun to host, have some friends over, enjoy, have a good time playing. I'll probably do some more videos if you like, more over my collection, probably like, you know, NES and then Sega Genesis like separate and stuff. I think that'd be kind of fun. Plus, I need to go through and inventory things anyways and clean everything. After all that drywall dust and all that moving, that was stressful. Especially with one arm. I couldn't really do much of my left shoulder, so it was pretty much down to one arm, which this Friday I'll be having surgery, so I will be pretty much just in recovery mode. But let me know what you guys think. If you got any different ideas, throw out anything like that. I am definitely kind of, you know, just in the process of getting comfortable with it and setting everything up. So I love this. I think it turned out great. Again, it was walk-in closet, guys. It didn't need to be perfect. It's a game room. Family loves it. Everybody that's been here so far loves it and has a good time with it. I enjoyed it, and I think I did pretty damn good with one arm, so I'm proud of it, and it's definitely a lot of fun. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you guys want to see any more different stuff on the collections or anything like that. It'd be fun to make some videos and have a good time. All right, I hope you guys like to walk through the game room, and have a good one, YouTube. Stay